But looking back, I can see that there were a lot of mistakes too. You can see like the suit is kind of warping when in fact it should be like very still, and it doesn't look like that. It's like warping and distorting, which I mean it's my bad. I tried to match as good as I could, but like I don't know what I was thinking. The thing is, uh, let's see how I did it. So first of all, this is 3, so we're gonna go to the original shot. As you can see, there's like a dolly out, but the camera pans tilts down a bit. Yeah, you can see that. I couldn't exactly replicate that camera movement, but at the same time I couldn't track it, because otherwise I would need to track myself back into the shot, which I didn't do that. I mean, I should have done that, but I didn't, because that would mean that I would need the green screen to cover me completely from the back, and I didn't have any stand to be able to hand the green screen outside because I was outdoors. So that was not an option. So what I did was to try to match the movement of my camera as good as I could, and then try to simply force the animation into me. In this case, I rotoscoped the body, and as you can see, there's one big mass, which is the blue one, and the other ones are for details, to get more detail into the animation. Details that I couldn't get with the blue mass. Then I did the same thing with the, just this one, shoulder part, and then arm. Very cool. And then this one is the arm at the beginning. So I had to separate the suit parts into many different parts in order for it to be rotoscope. I pre-composed it because, yeah, these were very tricky. As you can see here, oh, what the, wow. I had, like, you know, this was kind of the money shot, so I had to try to get all those details. There's like a piece that goes down after the arm is already like this, so it comes down. So once that was done, I had to do the same thing with the other one. Oh. Okay, I see what I did. Oh, we're missing this arm. But you can see that this one took a lot of work. A lot of work. Very complicated animations there. And I didn't want it to do that again. So what people doesn't know is that I simply inverted it, and that was it. And now I have the 2 arms. I think it was very ingenious on my part. And now I have the rotoscope done. So going back to my composite, so what I tried to do was to get the 3D tracking from this scene, that motion, and try to apply it to my layer here, which was this one. If I unselect the 3D, you can see how this is just simple. It has some simple 2D animation, but if I activate the 3D, now you can see how it has like a different animation. It has some rotation too. That's what I did there. Then I tried to simply put the body on top of me. I used the puppet tool again to warp some keyframes in order for me to be able to track the suit as good as I could. And that was causing the warping on me. Over here, there's another layer of the body. As you can see, I separated the body in 2 parts. Part 1, which is this one at the beginning, and part 2, which is this one. And then, which is this one. And then I simply transition between them. There's an interpolation keyframe there. I mean, that keyframe is in the actual video, but you cannot perceive it. Like it's just too fast. But I did that because this whole body thing, I had to warp it a lot. And as you can see, if I deactivate the intro one and made the body one appear, so you can see that there's a lot of warping there. So I have to uncover that and put the original one, which had no warp, and then transition to the other one that that had the warping. All of that stuff was just to make it fit me, basically, because like the shot is different, the size is different, everything is different. So I'm just trying to make it fit. After that, you can see that the suit is getting on top of me. So I made this mask for my face in order for me to be on top of the suit. I believe it was good attention to details on my part. After that, I just needed to make my contact shadows, which are this one on my neck. As you can see, if I disable them, you don't have like the contact shadows of the armor against my neck. And lastly, I tried to make some trickery here. Try to make the background blurry because, you know, trying to get some depth of field, because as I said, I had a very small and crappy camera with a very small sensor. Therefore, you don't get depth of field. Everything is just a little bit blurry, but I believe it's just the bad resolution. Yeah, but there's not much blur. So that's why I try to fake it a little bit, making a mask against me and feathering it out, and applying some feather into it. Just a rough mask between me, very quick and simple and dirty. And lastly, to hide everything, some borders, because you know you gotta get the borders, you gotta get the bars, just to hide my mistakes. And with that was done. Very cool. But I believe nonetheless my mistakes, I believe it came out very good. It was like my first composited like this one, so I'm very pleased. That's it for today. We have a few more shots to get into, and we'll make them into other parts. So thank you for joining me. I hope that your curiosity has been satisfied, or at least if you managed to get something from it, that would make me happy. Let me know if you made it toward the end. Let me know in the comments, and I will like the comment. Thank you for sticking out with me, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.